Hello guys, yes, it is yet another voiceover. This TSP 10 Toes release is one of the last ones where I will be releasing en masse interviews that I have had back in the UK. This one with Cecily and Johnson was absolutely amazing. It did begin raining, but that did not dampen their delivery of what they are offering to the world, and at least for me, kept the fire nice and hot in my soul. So I hope you all enjoy and can't wait to get rid of the interview.
Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of the series of TSP 10 Toes Questionnaire. And today I am joined by
Cecily Habimana
and the lovely gentleman
Jonathan Callens.
And these two today are with me attending the TSP 10-year live event. Guys, let's get to it. Please tell us, Cecily, how did you come to starting your enterprise? What inspired you to start getting into what is it that you do actually?
Okay, so again, my name is Cecily Habimana. I'm co-owner of Sewcreativelounge. We're the culture keepers of sewing and quilting with the mission of teaching the world to sew one stitch at a time. How did I get started? My mother sewed, my grandmother sewed, my great-grandmother sewed. So I come from a lineage of sewers, but I'm very business oriented. So I wanted to make sure that I was in a business that was in a creative space, but at the same time being able to make money from it. A lot of artists aren't able to capitalize on their gifts, and so when I went to school for college, my mom, who's an artist herself and taught in the Chicago public schools for 30 years, she said, you should study business. So what did I do? I studied biology for 2 years, not listening, and then I went over into the business school and got my degree in business, and then went on to get my MBA in business as well. So
what made you go to the business school later on? Did you not fall in love with biology?
Well, okay, so I don't like blood, so I didn't want to be a doctor. I was like, I don't want to teach, and I didn't want to do research.
Fair enough.
So, what else is there? Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of like, once I realized that was not an area for me to actually go into, I knew that business was a better space for me to be in, so that I could do the things that I was already in college. So I was telling him before, making clothes, doing sewing classes from my dorm room, doing alterations, doing fashion shows. So I was already making money in college from sewing. So I just wanted to make sure that I would be able to do it on a larger level once I finished.
Okay, all right. How long, time-wise? Don't get me wrong, this is different for everyone. Everyone will have their time. It will come. You, everyone here. How long did it take before it really started ramping up? Like we're talking, you're really, now this is full-time.
Yeah.
This is everything.
Yeah. So I quit my full-time job, I want to say it was 2018 going into 2019. And so I spent about 2 years with making a few $100s a month from my business, but I was also doing consulting work, so that would help make ends meet. Make ends meet and that sort of thing. And then I came to my first TSP event, and I had 2 goals. I was like, I wanted to meet people doing the thing that I'm doing, and I wanted to find an accountant, because I felt like learning about having my numbers straight was going to be the way for me to be able to make more money, keep more money, because without knowing what my numbers were, it was I didn't know what what am I grabbing for, how much am I keeping. So I found the person you met, Ephraim, and EFS, and we implemented a system called Profit First, which basically has a certain number of percentages. How can I explain this very quickly? I have 5 bank accounts.
Okay.
All right. 5 bank accounts. One, all my revenue goes into. The next one I have for inventory. The next one is my operating account. Then I have a profit account, and then I have my tax account. So all of my money comes into my revenue account, and then I break it up by percentage for each of those other accounts. And so, yeah.
I need my
You got to record it. You got to record it. You got to record it. So that way I know, as long as I'm not touching that profit account, I got profits. As long as I'm like, I can literally look at my inventory. Like, I ain't got no more money in here, so I can't spend any more on inventory until I do the next set of transfers. So that's what EFS did for me. It allowed me to basically pay myself a salary, because suddenly I had, money for that. That was my last account. I have 6. The last one is owner's pay. That was the most important account.
How much I have to spend on myself.
Right. Because the business got to take care of us, or else what's the point? It's a hobby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a hobby.
It's a hobby. Exactly.
Well, you've stolen the floor, Sif.
Oh!
Well, great start. Jonathan.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. There's no pressure in anything. Jonathan, tell us what you do and what has led you to have the purpose of what you're doing as an enterprise.
Sure. I wish I had her story, but I don't.
No, everyone's
this
story
is my
is
first
their story.
I understand that. My first TSP. This is my first TSP. I've been a contractor.
Welcome.
Thank you. For many years, a building contractor, and my financials, my self-pay has always been a mess. I've come to TSP to actually, I was thinking about pivoting into another career, but then speaking to a few people that were in Mastermind, other locations inside the building, they said don't pivot away from it, kind of pivot to that, but also come back to your main source of income, which is my construction. An accountant, like she was mentioning, I'm definitely looking for an accountant, because going into this new venture, I don't want it to be as it was in my current adventure, and because of that, I want to make money. I want to get to the point now where I can not just make it, I want to see it. The idea that you have regarding this bank accounts, I never would have thought of that. Hopefully, if I find an accountant, that'll be an idea that I could, further. But in the counseling world, I've gone through a couple of phases of it. I've gone through some of the schooling. I was never a school person. A friend of mine got me into it. So for the last 3 years, I've been in school. I graduated this past Saturday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm back in school in September.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I am. I'm trying to get.
You're investing in yourself. And
I'm trying to invest in myself. However, in speaking to people here, investing in yourself is wonderful in that aspect as far as schooling. He said, but the field that I'm in doesn't necessarily have to have a single, so to speak, because of coaching and things of that nature. So I'm looking to explore that even more. I don't know that avenue. This is a brand new venture for me, so I'm trying to find out how to go into it. What are the techniques I need to go into it? So.
And you said your story isn't good, or as good as hers. It is.
Well,
that was wonderful. Come on, give yourself.
I didn't say as
credit.
good. I said as hers. So.
Everybody's story is different.
Everyone's different.
Yeah,
that was a really good affirmation. Come on.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to do something different.
And that is the most important part of us, especially, this is my first TSP event as well. I've come from London to come here. We've come from all different places to come here.
Right.
And the first one, for me, is the most important one, because it dictates you're going to come to the second, the third, the fourth.
Right.
If you can't make it to the second, are you going to try to make it to the next one? You know what I mean? And the impression that is left on me, personally, is absolutely unimaginable. The engagement, alright, for everyone in London, our engagement in London is like a 20. The engagement here is 2,000. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
2,000. You speak to anyone, any age, any background, any profession, and they're not looking for who's the bigger fish,
Right.
where are the small fish. They want to know what you do. They want to hear you speak. They want to interact with you. They want to see what's going on. I was going to offer, do you want to see it?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
I'm fine, yeah.
Alright. Well, but yeah, it's absolutely. I mean, please tell us and the audience, what is your experience as a TSP as a first time?
As a first timer, go back a little bit. I was never a talker. I was never that person who would have an instant conversation with anyone. I used to stutter. So I have a friend who actually has been pushing me to go to different networks networking, and I would go to speak to 20 people. I'm in a corner speaking to maybe one person. Why? Because was never really a talker. I went to another 2 people, another maybe 10 people. And when I came here with an intention to speak to as many people as possible. Didn't matter what they were doing, how they were doing it. I need to find out what you were doing. And so far, those that I have spoken with, they seem to have basically what I needed. I needed a lawyer. I met 2.
Oh, nice.
I met 2. I needed someone to help me understand my new direction. I met several. I needed someone to speak to regarding counseling. I met 1. I wanted to go in a different part of construction or contracting. I met 2 people. So for my first time, I'm blown away. I am blown away because I'm excited because I didn't expect that. And I saw this one lady and she had a brush with one lady and it was kind of rough. So I looked back at her just to get a view of her. I said, because for me, that's not an accident because I was there. So when I went back to the lady and when she going outside, I found out that was the lawyer that I needed to actually set up my trust, my financial, and everything that I needed. So that accident turned into something very beneficial to me. So me being here, it's amazing to me. I really can't put it in words. It really is amazing. And I'm making phone calls back home to contractors. Yeah, actually to contractors, because I'm getting them set up, so therefore I don't have to do the work that I used to do when I was home 5 days ago. So I'm excited.
Oh my goodness. And what is your goals in this TSP?
For this particular event.
This particular event, what did you come? What was the outcomes, the results that you were looking for?
So twofold. So one is, this is like a big family reunion. Like I've been in TSP, I've been coming to events for the past like 5 years. And so I look forward to seeing my friends now. It's catching up, seeing what their wins are, what they're working on. And in the process, just chatting. Because although like from the stage we're learning, it's these conversations like this that it's like, oh, let me go and write that down. Let me try that when I get home. Oh, you're doing this? Okay, I think that could work for me. And then people are giving feedback and exchange. And those conversations usually happen around 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
For the viewers that have
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 12 hours.
Yeah.
This is 12 hours of talks, of entertainment, of gospel. I'm going to call it gospel. Because it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It is,
And then at the end, there's still networking to do. Like, it's not done.
No, it's not done.
No,
it's
not
never done. And then you go upstairs for a couple hours, go to sleep and come back down and get ready for the next day. So that was my first intent. And then the next one is like, it's just, what's the nugget? Because it doesn't take a whole lot to take your business to the next level. It could be like one piece of information that you're like, okay, let me do that, let me try that, and then it'll take you to whatever level you want to go to next. Or it could be one relationship, one person you meet.
That's how I got it.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so those are kind of my main intentions. And plus, I missed last year because I just had a baby, and so
Congratulations.
thank you. So I missed.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thought that was happening.
Yeah. So I missed a couple of the conferences, and so it's kind of like, again, like a reunion just to get back and see people and stuff. So.
Well, last question because it's getting a little bit hilarious.
Right.
A little bit.
First of all, you should never ask a lady her age. So we're going to say that you're 18.
Okay.
How old are you, Jennifer?
I'm 61.
You're 61. I'm 22, and you're 18.
Okay. We'll go with that.
That works.
And all 3 of us think that this particular year of TSP is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how old you are. All the viewers, no matter what age you are or what you're doing, it's absolutely fantastic. We're going to end with the final question because it is definitely time to know. What do you think TSP, how important is TSP future, what will become of us?
I think TSP is an untapped resource because I think that something like this is needed because there's so many things that are going on in the Black community. You have children that are being raised by crack parents. You have parents who haven't had direction for years and years, and they're raising these children. And because of that, you have the divorce rate, the incarceration, all these things are happening because of the lack of training. So with this right here, I think it's a good setting to start something from. And I speak a lot about the young people only because I deal a lot with them. And dealing with them, I see the hurt, I see the pain, and a lot of times they have no one to talk to, no one to run to, no one to actually help them understand that there is a better way. So this right here, I think, is a good foreground for them to come and see.
What do you think TSP is doing for the Black community and our legacy as a people?
Yeah. So entrepreneurship can be very lonely, and so yeah, it can be very lonely, and so for me, it just gave me an instant community to make me feel like, yes, I can do it, and I can do it because this person's doing it, that person, like it's a whole room of people that are doing it. So it just gives me like an instant group that I can like lean into, whether I'm like, oh, what system are you using for this? Like I have somebody I could just go and ask that question. I can't ask that question to my like girlfriends at home. They're not doing the same thing. And so it's important to be doing it with other people so that you can get that question answered, go on to the next thing, move on, keep, it's like building blocks. Yeah.
You're not lonely anymore. Jonathan, come here.
Oh, we're hugging, huh?
No worry at all. Seriously, no. If I'm going to Atlanta, like I said to you,
Yeah.
you go big or you go home.
Exactly.
This is an event to be. This is an actual like time point in history.
Yeah.
In our history,
Right.
finally, and what Lamar's done, what Ronnie has done. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for joining us on the Toes Questionnaire, and I will be back with more episodes. Now guys, let's get out of the way.
All right. Thank you.
Hey guys,
Thank you, guys.
I know a lot of you had an idea of a business but do not know how to set that up, especially a private limited one. And I won't kid you, it is difficult and it is very tiring. But here at Genesis, we're here to give you the roadmap to make sure you get there in the most efficient, cost-effective and legal manner possible. With 3 sections and £40 a section, we walk you through step by step on what you must do to make your dream a reality. So contact us and join us today. Let's begin your Genesis. Let's begin your dream. And guys, once again, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.